I set my coffee down at the only open table in the cafe, and before I could pull out my chair, a woman was already standing over me, snapping her fingers in my face. That table's reserved. Move. I took a breath. There's no sign, and the host seated me here. Her tone went instantly venomous. I don't care what the host said. My book club meets here every week. Get up. I glanced across the table at my 8-year-old son, who'd already gone quiet and was gripping the edge of his chair. He's autistic, and sudden conflict, raised voices, strangers looming, sends him straight into shutdown. This table's fine for us, I said evenly. We'll be done in 20 minutes. She leaned down and looked right at him, then back at me. Him? He looks perfectly capable of moving. What's the problem? He can't handle sitting somewhere else? My son's breathing picked up. I could hear it. It's okay, buddy, I murmured. The woman scoffed. Oh, now he's the excuse. Let me guess. He's special. So the rules don't apply to you? You don't need to explain anything to her, I told my son softly. She laughed. Special needs. Right, convenient. You parents use that for everything these days. I looked at her. It's pretty clear what your problem is. And what's that? Manners. You skipped that table entirely. Her face twitched. She pulled out her phone and waved it. Keep talking. I'll post you. Entitled Dad Hogging Tables. Hashtag, you'll be famous by tonight. I tried to ignore her, focusing on my son, telling him we'd get his hot chocolate soon, but she kept going. Look at you. Nice jacket. Fancy stroller. You think you own the place? People with actual reservations have to stand because of you. My son whispered, I can move if you want. She snapped at him. I wasn't talking to you. My knuckles went white on the table. Don't speak to him, I said. She smirked. Knowing a cafe full of people meant I wasn't going to do anything physical. Maybe teach him not to interrupt adults, and teach yourself some respect while you're at it. I've been coming here 11 years, she went on, loud now, heads turning. I know an entitled freeloader when I see one. I kept my voice flat. 11 years and still no manners. That's commitment. That set her off. She shoved the phone toward my son and started filming his face. Smile, sweetie. Everyone's going to see the kid whose dad causes scenes. He started crying, quiet at first, then his whole body shaking, hands over his ears, rocking. Stop, he gasped. Please stop. He was hyperventilating now. For him, that's the edge of a full meltdown that can take an hour to come down from. I had to act. I reached out and pushed the phone away from his face. Firm, but not hard. It slipped from her hand, hit the floor, and skittered under the long bench seat against the wall. Her face went red. That's a brand new phone. She dropped to her knees and shoved her arm under the bench, then crawled half her body underneath it, hips and legs sticking out into the narrow aisle where the staff carry trays. I got up and went to my son, wrapping my arms around him, his face buried in my shoulder. It's okay. I've got you. We're okay. I felt his heartbeat slow, his breathing steady. Then, muffled against me, I heard the smallest laugh. What's funny, bud? He pointed past me. A barista was backing out of the kitchen doorway with both hands full, a full bus tub of dishes and a pitcher of ice water, walking straight up the aisle, and not seeing the legs sticking out into his path. I opened my mouth, but it was too late. He tripped clean over her ankles. The bus tub launched. Every glass, every plate, the entire pitcher of ice water came down on top of her, under the bench with a crash that echoed through the whole cafe. She shrieked, soaked and trapped, dishes raining around her. The barista scrambled up, apologizing. The woman dragged herself out from under the bench, drenched head to toe, ice cubes in her hair, makeup running, a fork stuck to her sweater. She looked up, furious, ready to scream, and froze. Because behind me, the cafe's owner was standing there having watched the whole thing, phone in his own hand, recording. I got all of it, he said cheerfully. Filming a crying child in my cafe. You're done here. Don't come back. Then, to the whole room. And the book club moved to the place down the street 6 months ago. She just likes the audience. My son peeked out from my shoulder, tears still wet on his face, and said to her, loud and clear, you wanted the table.